Welcome to Unique Historic Broadcast on Armagh TV. With breaking news imminent tonight as we announce the Armagh team to start against Cavan in the Ulster Championship opening round on the 19th of May.
At 2 p.m.
Welcome to Unique Historic Broadcast on Armagh TV tonight with imminent news breaking as we announce the Armagh team to start against Cavan in the Ulster Football Senior Championship opening round on the 19th of May. We're currently awaiting the arrival here in the studio of Armagh Assistant Manager Brendan Hughes. In the interim, here's a few words from players and management at the recent opening of Rory McGee Park, home of Dorsey Emmets. Okay, so 2 weeks before the championship begins, and we've got three of the guys here and Brendan from the management team. How's preparations going so far, guys?
Yeah, we're looking forward to 2 weeks. Training's been hard there this past 2.5 weeks, and we continue to be hard this week, and then we start tapering down for the Cavan game, and there's a good buzz about the camp, and the boys are really up for it, and we're looking forward to the challenge on the 19th of May.
Yeah, great aspirations for the year. The boys are working very hard. We're all working as a unit. We're a tight unit, and everything's going well so far, and we're really looking forward to the challenge in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, well, I think it's a new squad, new management team, and it's exciting times, and that we feel that we're starting to build a new side with its own identity, and our first test really is going to be 2 weeks' time against Cavan, and it's one that we're really looking forward to. And like I say, we've finished the league campaign positively. We've worked really hard since then, and it's the business end of the season coming through now.
Brendan, in the pre-league campaign, also after the Galway game, you came out with the same statement, and everything's about the Cavan match. Is that still the case?
Well, totally. It's all about championship football, and the boys have applied themselves. They've done everything is asked of them so far. Today was, I suppose, the last public outing before that game. It's important to get through here without any knocks or niggles. Everybody got a run out, and but it's a big day for the club. It was a more serious matter for ourselves now. We can now go away, and we have a fortnight to fine-tune the preparations, and hopefully we'll have it right on the day this day 2 weeks.
Cavan's going to provide a stern challenge on the day on the 19th of May.
Well, totally. The Cavan have home advantage that day, and they've obviously, it's well documented, they've a lot of young players coming through with a winning habit, but we have a lot of players here of very, very high standard and very, very high ability, and we have every belief in ourselves going up there. We're going to Cavan to win the game. We'll attack the game, we'll attack the championship, and we'll see where it takes us.
And in the 2 weeks prior to the championship then, man, what's it like in terms of preparations for yourselves as players?
Yeah, it's just, have to look after ourselves every after getting the proper food on board, getting proper fluids in the system, and it's asked of us at training. We've got to do it, and we've got to recover well after the training sessions, and it's just a bit fine-tuned at this stage, and it's up to every man to have that honesty among himself, to prepare himself properly for the 19th of May.
And it was a useful outing today then here at Dorsey Emmets then?
Yeah, again, I suppose this year as a group there's an excitement, the boys meeting up, and I think even leaving the trainings after working hard, that the boys are going home in better form, and raring to go for the next night. So again, very positive, and things are going well.
So good atmosphere in the camp at the Mindard?
There is, yeah. I think today sometimes the pitch openings can be tame enough starts, but I think once our changes, we'd made a few changes, and the pace picked up a bit in the game, and I think you could see a better reflection of what we would hope to produce in come championship, both with and without the ball, and how we want to move it, and how we set us up whenever we don't. So from our point of view, it was a public outing in front of everyone here, but we know ourselves that we'll have plenty to work on over the next 2 weeks in training. But the good thing about it is that we know what we're setting out to do, we know how to do it. It's just a bit fine-tuning it that bit more.
And one last question then, Brenton, between ourselves and the 4 roles here, can you tell us the team now?
God, I cannot. Sure, say there's 2 injuries and one thing and another there, and these 3 guys obviously stake the place.
Look at the camera here all the time.
The team, so we'll have to go home and review it.
We're back in the studio here, and I'm delighted to welcome Brendan Hughes, the assistant manager for the Armagh team. Brendan, I had asked you, had you the ability to tell me the players that were starting whenever we were out in Dorsey Emmets just a few weekends ago, but I believe that you've got some really, really valuable information that you're going to share, a unique occasion here at Armagh TV, where you're going to tell us the starting lineup for the team to commence against Cavan in 6 days' time in the Ulster Championship.
That's right, the players played with their clubs yesterday, so we had a wee leg kick around this evening, and now we're in a position to name the team.
So there's plenty of information here for the fans. They'll be on the edge of their seats all around the county on wider field. So we'll not delay the naming of the team any longer then.
That'll do then, okay. The team in goal is Philip McAvoy from Drummond. Full back line will be number 2, Paul McKeown from Crossmaglen. Full back number 3 will be Declan McKenna from Armagh Harps. Number 4 will be Mark Shields from Whitecross. The half back line then will be number 5, Aaron Kiernan from Crossmaglen. Number 6, Brenton Donaghy from Clonmore, and number 7, and the team captain, Kieran McKeever from St Patrick's Cullyhanna. In midfield, we have number 8 from Mahary, James Lavery, and number 9, Stephen Harold from Carrickruppen. The half forward line then, on the right, number 10, Caelan Rafferty from Greenmore. Number 11 at centre half forward, Kieran O'Hanlon from Killevy, and number 12 from Drummond, Cavan Dias. On the full forward line, number 13 from Crossmaglen Rangers, Tony Kiernan. Number 14 also from Crossmaglen, Jamie Clark. And number 15, Stephen Forker from Mahary.
So a very historic first here in the starting 15. But are there some players that aren't available?
There are indeed. There's 7 players not available for this game through injury. There's John Kingham from Cullaville, Kieran Toner from Greenmore, Sean Clark from Pearsogue, Charlie Vernon from Armagh Harps, Niall McConville from St Peter's, Aidan Forker from Mahary, and James Morgan from Crossmaglen. Those 7 are all unavailable for this game.
And what would you like to share with us about? That's an exciting lineup that's been named.
Well, at the start of the year when we came together as a management team, we looked for a new team, and we looked for a young team, a fast team, an exciting team, and we feel that this team's gone out on Sunday with all of the attributes that we were looking for in the group. The fact that we have 7 players unavailable to us shows, with the quality of the team that has been fielded and selected, the depth of quality and the depth of standard of player that we have available. And you know, in addition to the 7 that's unavailable, there's obviously other players of quality ready to come into the action. So we're happy with the team we've picked. The team's going well in training, the players are picked on form, and we're going to Cavan full of confidence.
You can pick out a few players there. Mark Shields making his debut at this level, and indeed Kieran O'Hanlon, centre half forward there, he's playing his first competitive game for Armagh seniors.
That's it. Well, Kieran was tied up all year with St Paul's and Bestbrook. They got to the McCrory Cup final, so because of that he wasn't available to us. If he had been available earlier in the year, he might well be making his championship debut, but he would have played in the National League. But we have every confidence and every faith in Kieran. He's an excellent young footballer. He's still 18, but if you're good enough, you're old enough on this team. Mark Shields has been outstanding all year, and we've total confidence and belief in both players, and in fact in every player that we've selected.
And that's great to hear. The supporters will be delighted to hear the name of the team at this stage of the week, so there's plenty of food for thought now up and down the county. What's your message to the supporters for Sunday? Well,
the team themselves have adopted a very, very positive attitude all season, and I suppose we've seen that coming to fruition at the end of the National League against Galway here in the athletic grounds. The players have continued to be extremely positive in their preparation. They're a very low maintenance group. Basically they do everything that's asked of them, and they do it with a smile on their face, and they're very, very willing, very cooperative, and extremely able, obviously. We would like the supporters to travel obviously in numbers, to get behind the team, to give the players the support and the boost they need. The reality is it's a home game for Cavan, so we need Armagh's big support out in as big a numbers, in the volume, the maximum volume possible, to get behind the team and cheer them home on Sunday afternoon.
So we need the supporters to act as the 16th man on Sunday, but we've certainly got 15 good men going out to start, and we've plenty others on the bench that are well fit to come in and assist the job. It's a historic event here in the athletic grounds, the naming of the team. Any tactical reason why you name it so early in the week?
Well, it's just that we have confidence in the team. The players who maybe haven't made the starting 15, there will be players there who will have an important role to play come Sunday afternoon. they're obviously maybe disappointed tonight when they heard that they weren't on the 15, but it gives them time to get over it. It gives them time to get themselves back in shape mentally. We'll train again, light session again tomorrow night and again on Thursday, and it means that will not impact on those training sessions. There's been total positivity in every session, and we aim for that to be the case the whole way through to Sunday.
So that's been a piece of history. We've had the naming of the Armagh team here on Armagh TV, and we thank Brendan Hughes, assistant manager, and the rest of the management team for allowing us this opportunity this evening to take part in this event. We're all looking forward to Sunday. I know I'll be certainly there shouting the boys on, and we wish you the best luck on Sunday, Brenton, and in the season ahead.
Thank you very much
for joining us tonight. Thank you.
Okay, cheers.
Brenton's to go back now and join the rest of the squad. They've just had a bit of a meeting and a bit of a run out over the way there in Armagh this evening. So we do thank Brenton and the rest of the management team for being with us. We're going to continue with the show, and we're going to have some brief feedback in terms of the lineup that's been announced. If we can go just to a bit of a break or something at the moment though, just so we can change the seating arrangement here, that would be grand. Sean.
Thanks for live again whenever we're ready to go back. These are on now.
We're back live in the studio, so there you have it. Historic event here in the athletic grounds in Armagh. We're just looking out over the pitch as darkness has fallen here at the athletic grounds, but there's certainly no darkness tonight after the naming of the Armagh team to face Cavan in Breffni Park on the 19th of May. A really interesting lineup named. I'm here with Raymond O'Carroll, the county PRO. We're going to have a bit of a chat about promotion of the games in general, but just quickly to run through a bit of the lineup again. Philip McAvoy in goals. Made his debut in January 2009. He's the only member of the goalkeeping setup at the moment who's got championship experience, so we're in good hands there with Philip. The full back line, Paul McKeown making his Ulster Championship debut on Sunday, the Cross and Glen man, and we're delighted to have him in there. Declan McKenna named at full back from the Harps, and of course he was the All-Ireland minor winning captain just a few years ago. And Mark Shields making his debut at this level as well. Played for the minors in 2006. The White Cross man has certainly made a name for himself in the Armagh rearguard this season already. Of course, the half back line looks very strong with Aaron Kern wearing 5. He made his debut back in 2004. Brenton Donaghy wearing 6, and Kieran McKeever, the county captain and county under-21 captain in 2004, wearing 7. In the middle of the park we have James Lavery and Stephen Harold. James, who's part of the successful Mahri team that won the league last year within Armagh County, and was also an under-21 Ulster winning captain. Stephen Harold, who's been making great progress this year, first year in the panel playing with Art Cruppen, and he's done great strides, especially whenever we saw him against Galway in the closing match of the season. The forward line, Keelan Rafferty made his debut in the championship last year, and he's continued to hold his place down. Kieran O'Hanlon, of course, the Killeavy 18-year-old. He was playing with St Paul's Brestbrook here at the Athletic Grounds on the 17th of March in the McCrory Cup final, and now he's got his big chance in county colours against Cavan on Sunday. Kevin Dias, 5 points in his last National League match here against Galway, retained on the half-forward line. And then we've got Tony Kern wearing 13, Jamie Clark wearing 14, and Stephen Forker wearing 15, and that's a really exciting full forward line. So there we go, that's the 15 to start. But let's talk a wee bit to Raymond here. Raymond, talk to us about your role as PRO and the promotion of the games that you undertake throughout the county then.
Well, this is my second year as PRO with the County Board in Armagh, and Kevin Fox, our IT officer, came in shortly after me, and we've a great team around us. And you mentioned the Galway match, our last match in the National League, and we had a very strong campaign to get all our supporters out to back us at that game, and they came out in great numbers, and we were delighted with that. They really spurred on our Armagh team to a victory on that day, and we really encourage all Armagh supporters to come out on the 19th of May and support this exciting young team who'll face Cavan in Cavan home territory. And just, you asked me about the promotion of our games here in Armagh, and we are trying our best to examine and explore new ways to excite our supporters and get them to engage with Gaelic games, all the codes, and we do that through Facebook, through Twitter, and harnessing this wonderful power of webcasting that we did tonight. And I believe it is a first for any county to webcast their team for the first game of the championship so early in the week also. So we're delighted with the support that the PR team and the IT team have got from the county management. It's been great.
It was an excellent atmosphere here the day that we played Galway. The stand here was buzzing, and we're looking for something similar then in Breffni Park. We're looking for the fans to come out and really get behind the team from ball one, from the first minute of the game, and hopefully we can do the business then if that can happen.
Yeah, and we have our minor team playing as well, so you have a double reason to come out to Breffni Park. It's not so far away, and it's always best being there. Nothing beats being there, and I'll certainly be there in Breffni Park on the 19th of May and calling for a victory for Armagh in this crucial game.
You could be onto some sort of slogan there with that, nothing beats being there now. We'd like to do a bit more work around that and see what we come up with. But yeah, nothing does beat being there, and 2 games on Sunday. 12:15 the minors throw-in occurs, and then 2 p.m. for the senior match. And we certainly encourage all of our Armagh TV supporters to come out on Sunday and get behind the men in orange as they go to Breffni Park to try to overcome the power of Cavan in the Ulster Senior Football Championship. It's been a unique, historical programme here tonight. The team has been named for the game on Sunday. We're absolutely thrilled to have been part of that. And now the build-up begins, and hopefully everyone will get behind the team, and the talk will be through the county tonight and tomorrow then about the team, and the build-up will be well on the way to a large Armagh crowd gathering in Breffni Park on Sunday to support Armagh. We thank you very much for watching us this evening here on Armagh TV. We're always delighted to hear your comments, so give us a wee bit of feedback on the Twitter and Facebook after the show. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll be looking out for you in Breffni Park on Sunday. But from the athletic grounds in Armagh here tonight, it's a good night. It's Ihawaik from Park Lucas, Armagh.
Gurmaigeth.